the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 16th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Dry conditions, temperatures pretty close to seasonal averages to begin this weekend. But as we head into next week, the moisture starts to return. Chances of rain coming back into parts of the state. The question, of course, still remains where, when, and how much will we see anything here in the valley? And what about temperatures? Are we finally going to get a real break from this heat? Gotten kind of a little mini break of late. No more 108s and 110s, and I think we're done with those for the rest of the season. Or are we? Well, we'll talk about all of that as we dive in here in just a moment. But first, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up from the Asian sensation, my one and only Michelle. Couple of videos to roll here first. Look at that rain here from a few nights ago. Wow, it's really coming down. We had some strong gusty winds, 50, 60 miles an hour here. Some of you saw winds even stronger than that, and of course, some lightning as well. And then as if that's not enough, then we've got Buddy taking a nap on one of the couches downstairs. The fluffy dog. He is out cold there. All right. Then let's go to David Parnell. He is out there at Sunrise Mountain High School last weekend. Perfect evening for some high school football. It is that time of year after all. Then Billy in Cordis Junction took a picture of a storm developing there. A couple of pictures of storms in development. A little anvil trying to get going there. That is beautiful. And then we go international. Our friend Zane, this time he is at Mount Tambourine in Queensland, Australia. Of course, as we are transitioning into fall, they're heading into spring, and it looks beautiful down there. And hey, there's a peacock. Full display. How about that? So thank you to Zane. Always appreciate a look from the other side of the world. And then from Sunday evening, some storms that hit Glendale. These are courtesy of Elijah. You see some lightning going on there. We had plenty of that. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of that coming up next week. And then from earlier this week, a view of the sunrise over the valley from the air, again, courtesy of Elijah. Thank you so much to you. Thanks to everyone for all of your submissions. As always, we couldn't do it without you. We do this every Friday. It is called Photo Friday. And if you want to get in, you can do so. groffshow@gmail.com is my email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, let's get out there, take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 98 degrees, the afternoon high. 79 was the morning low. The normal high, 101. The normal low, 79. So pretty close to those averages. Still way behind on rainfall. And as we take a look outside here, right now, just before 10 o'clock, 82 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew point at 61, relative humidity, 48%. Winds light. Barometer is steady. The upper air look still shows kind of a broad, baggy trough to the north of us, and we are under the influence of west-southwesterly flow aloft. Plenty of dry air coming in, but the good news is heights have remained close to, if not just a skosh below average, and as a result, temperatures have stayed below the century mark for the last few days. We will see them peak just above that 100-degree mark this weekend and into Monday, and then retreat as a very deep trough develops along the west coast, unusually strong for this time of year. All right, I don't know what happened to the watch warning map there, but that's the deal. Of course, live, anything happens on live, the phone just fell down. My phone just fell down as well. That's why you gotta love the live format. Anyway, there's the convective outlook for today. We got the standard slight risk there over parts of Nebraska, some of the adjacent states, the possibility of severe weather. And here is a look at the tropics. And we have one system on the board out there. That is Fiona, Tropical Storm Fiona. Where this is going, well, it's going to interact with the islands there, Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. And as it does, it's also encountering some shear. And then as it moves over Hispaniola, the very mountainous island that it is, probably is going to, it may not even survive that. Now, if it does, the National Hurricane Center does have it making more of a curve toward the north, heading out toward the Bahamas. And where it goes from there, still anyone's guess. But at this stage of the game, it looks like it will miss the east coast of the United States. But you'll have to keep on that. And of course, I've seen plenty of clickbait videos and posts out there on social media. Major hurricane headed for the east coast. Hang on, folks. Let's just calm down. This thing is just barely even a tropical storm right now. All right, on our side of the world, we do have a new tropical storm. That is Lester out there off the Mexican coast, and then another tropical wave with a high chance of development. But I will tell you, neither of these systems really has a significant chance to impact us directly, although some of that moisture from those systems could get caught up in this developing trough and move northward into the area. Again, remains to be seen. And here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix have come up, at least according to the WPC guys. They've got us up to around 3/4 of an inch now. And somewhat heavier totals, maybe 1 to 2 inches over in some of those eastern mountains, the White Mountains of our state, as there is a split camp among the models, but some of our model members are really showing an up ramp in the possibility of precipitation. So we're going to take a look at that right now as we explore those models. Have a look. The GFS 06Z run. This is valid 2 o'clock this afternoon. Still this broad trough and a deepening trough off of the Pacific Northwest coast, and that's going to become a factor in our weather later. But for now, west-southwest flow aloft, down at the surface today, sunny sky, not too bad for mid-September, high temperatures in the upper 90s. Tonight, clear sky, fairly pleasant with overnight lows, mainly in the 70s. Could see some upper 60s in a few valley locations, however. And then tomorrow, sunny, high temperatures, upper 90s to about 102, and that's pretty much where we're going to be at on Sunday. Going forward to Monday, and again, live videos, sometimes these things don't advance properly. There we go. Monday, got our trough coming down the west coast, and moisture advection coming into eastern Arizona, widely scattered showers and thunderstorms possible, and high temperatures still around 100 degrees on Monday here in Phoenix. I do not expect that we'll have any rain chances here. Again, the higher terrain should start to see chances of rain picking up. And then the forecast uncertainty really starts to grow as we go deeper into the week for Tuesday and into Wednesday. The axis of this trough, exactly where it sets up and the orientation of this system and that deeper moisture plume is very much a question mark right now. I think Phoenix is going to be on the edge of this one way or the other. And so we're going to introduce a chance of rain in here on Tuesday, maybe a slightly better chance of rain for Wednesday. And there is even the possibility of a few locally heavy thunderstorms. Really depends upon how this trough interacts with this environment. Each run of the GFS kind of seesaws back and forth. We have some of our ensemble members in both the GFS and the European suite that show some significant precipitation. Some show nothing at all. Others in between. So we still don't have a really firm grasp on where the deepest moisture is going to be. For now, for sure, over eastern Arizona, that looks like a much better bet for showers and storms. But central Arizona, that's going to be the big question mark for a while. And we'll try to pin this down as we get closer. But for now, 30% chance of rain for Wednesday. High temperatures will fall back, though. That's the good news. Low to mid 90s. And then by Thursday, we're going to start to see that moisture moving on out of here, although still a small chance we could see some showers and storms, especially over eastern Arizona. We'll put a token slight chance in our forecast as well, as some of our model members show a much slower progression of this system. All right, now a week from today, this is Friday, the 23rd. High pressure sitting over the Gulf Coast that's trying to expand back out here toward the southwest. And so I think we're going to dry out at least a little bit by that point, and temperatures fairly close to normal. Then going out 10 days, this is Sunday, the 20, okay, thank you. Those are live video. I don't know, something just blew up there. All right. Anyway, this is going out 10 days to Sunday, the 25th, and a 594 ridge now building in here over the southwestern United States. And if that were to verify, and it's, look, a big if, That would mean temperatures way above average, maybe a late September heat wave. High temperatures could be back well up above 100 degrees. And as you are probably well aware, if you have lived in Phoenix for any length of time, you know, even into late September, it can be very hot here. We have seen temperatures at 105 plus even toward the end of the month. All right, looking at rainfall for Phoenix. And this is going out through the 30th of September, coming off of that European ensemble. And look at this. I mean, again, you've got a cluster of members here in the 2 to 3 inch range. Then you've got another cluster of members that show nothing and everything in between. The ensemble means still up around a half an inch. And I'm still skeptical as to whether or not we're going to see that kind of precipitation. It is really hard here in late September, mid to late September, to get these mid-latitude cyclones to pull up the deeper tropical moisture. But it can happen. And it's going to just depend on the orientation of that system, and we're going to find out a little bit more as we get closer. Then looking at temperatures, this is off of the national blend of models. And hey, again, not terrible for mid to late September. Highs on most days in the 90s to around 102. Overnight lows primarily in the 70s. In the next couple of mornings with the drier air around, I would not be surprised, again, as we have seen the last couple of mornings, to see a few more upper 60s in those cooler valley locations. All right, mercifully, that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here on Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. Stuff has fallen all over the floor. I think I spilled some things on myself. You know, listen, live video. This is why people wanted the live format. This is why I'm doing the live format. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you support this? I don't know. I mean, it's chaos. Anything can happen, and that's why we love it. All right, so if you enjoy these videos, you enjoy the possibility of sheer and utter chaos, then why not? Subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, and leave your comments, questions, and suggestions. I cannot see the live chat right now. Again, I'm going to figure all that out. I'm going to spend some time working on that this weekend. Maybe we'll even do another test video to test out the live stream and all that stuff and the live chat over the weekend. So we'll have to figure that out so I can maybe have some more interaction with you guys. But anyway, I'm sure they are buzzing right now with all of that. And then music fans, check it out. My streaming station, it is called KMGX, whereupon we play a ton of music, have a lot of fun while doing that. Myself and the one and only Michelle involved in the programming and operation of that station. So I implore you to check it out. If you think these videos are chaotic, you ought to listen to what we come up with over there on our station. So I will leave a link to it in the description. All right. Thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. Hopefully my phone is not broken. That would be yet another thing that yet another inconvenience I do not need this weekend. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there. Have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. The phone is not broken.